Yeah, just strum a little bit, Amiel. Yep, that's good. That's good. Are you from Mountain Grove originally?
No, I was born in Wayne County.
Oh.
We're in Williamsville area.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was raised up in went in World War II in Reynolds County.
Where'd you learn all your songs? Did your family sing a lot? And
Well, not necessarily. My brother, I sang in a quartet with my brother for 30 years.
Mm.
He sung bass. Dan and Fern Bruffett, he sung tenor, and Fern sung alto. And that guy told me something I could not even believe. But says he's up with cancer now. Fern Bruffett,
yeah.
from Springfield.
I think I've heard the name when you mentioned it. That kind of rung a little bell with me there on.
We used to sing all over the country. I've heard Ozarks and everywhere.
I tell you, the problem in Springfield now, there's so many new people there that you don't even see people you know anymore. It's just really,
that's the way it is around here a lot.
Yeah, it really is. When did you move down here then? When did you move to Mountain Grove?
I moved here. I got the Army in World War II. The folks moved over to Carbondale, Illinois while I was in there. And just as I come home in March or February, we moved over here in the spring. Run a sawmill around here for 25 or 30 years.
It'll be nice to hear him without all the racket around that normally is around. What I want you to sing is just, you know so much about these tunes too, and when you get ready to sing one, if you know anything about it, that's another thing that's unique about you, is that you know about the songs you're singing, which most people don't, you know.
I guess.
And kind of, if you remember when you learned it, or who you learned it from, or if it's from 78, or...
My brother-in-law used to sing this song when I was a little kid. I think that's the one we're going to start on.
Yeah, name the title of it then when you get ready to start.
Drunkard's Hell.
What?
Drunkard's Hell.
And also when you finish, when you hit your last strum, kind of let that ring out.
Yeah.
And that's when I'll shut it off then, rather than just cutting it off real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me see here. I'll get my stuff on here. We'll see how we do here.
We just start singing or do the...
Anyway, I'll give you that, I'll tell you when. Come on. Can't get the thing started here. That's nice. Let's see. Well, let's see what's wrong here. This thing isn't starting to work. I went all through it before it came, and it worked just fine.
Back it off, pull the tape out, and try the whole thing.
That's what I may have to do here. Let's see.
Let it pre-program itself or whatever.
Yeah. Let's see if it maybe was.
You want me to sing 2 verses and you
See how that kick off on that one.
Huh?
Yeah, go ahead and practice a second if you want.
That one?
How's that go on the first?
It was a dark and stormy night. Yeah, you want to start off with it?
Yeah, I'll start off kicking it off.
Yeah,
Getting any luck?
I'm coming through the mic just perfect.
Machine's not taking order, huh?
No. Can't understand why.
Don't have any buttons pushed over to disconnect the function of it.
Nope.
When it starts running, you have
It writes, see it's saying right, and then it doesn't start recording though. Well, this is really fine.
It'll work eventually.
Yeah.
They just have some of this.
Come on here, you son of a gun. I have no idea what's... See, I'm getting the juice to it and everything.
They say record when it does it.
Yeah?
It
They start, and the number, you know, they start running off the numbers too.
does. It's in record right now.
Yeah, but it's not counting.
Okay, the counter's not working.
That must be what it is. Well, let me see if that, let me stop and back it up then, we'll see if it's,
See if it did anything.
yeah.
That'd be the way to do that.
Yes. Yes, it's working.
But it wasn't reading out
It's just not, well, it's recorded, it recorded.
the, okay.
Well, here, I'll just assume she's going when it says right then. And we'll play the first, we'll score the first one, then we'll find out then.
Rewind, make sure it's.
Yeah, make sure it's doing it then. Well, I guess go ahead, we'll see.
A dark and stormy night, I saw and heard a dreadful sign. The lightning flashed, the thunder rolled all around this drunkard's speech. I started home, got there at last. I thought it'd take another glass. I poured it out and stirred it well, and then I thought of a drunkard's hell. I started home to change my life, to see my long neglected wife. I found her kneeling by her bed. She said our darling girl was dead. Who preached like Paul, who once did say, all sins will all be wiped away. That whiskey stays far from me, as a mountain on from the deep blue sea. Take her home.
Yeah, now let me make sure I got something here. See how that little thing does pretty good, really.
Yeah.
Bet your dad here if you want to.
They'll take my head off.
That's the end of it.
Yeah.
At the end of it anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's doing all right.
Clear.
Yeah.
Those machines are remarkable.
Everybody looks down and says, that little thing, you know, but by God, it does a good job.
They make these little old these small dish recorders now that are about equal, you know.
Yeah.
Let's see, quality there. It's
Okay, that was the, you know, well, I'm not gonna, yeah, I can. Here we go. 1 second here. You can think of what you're gonna sing next. I'm gonna write these songs down while as you're doing, rather than having to just on tape when I get home.
that was a drunkard's hell. That
Yeah.
particular number.
Where did you remember where you learned this one you've learned over the years?
Yeah, this year one, this
One you just sang.
well, he sung that down in Wayne County. My brother-in-law, when I was a little kid, and he moved up here, right up the war.
Yeah, well, I don't remember all this.
Need a piece of paper.
No, I've got a little notebook in there. In a minute, I'll get it out. Well, let's see what else to. What's your next one then? Let me.
They tell me it's sinful to flirt. Same key, I think. Yeah.
Okay, I think it's going here. All right.
You want to pick it up? They tell me it's sinful. They tell me my heart's made of stone. They tell me to speak to incline me, hardly the poor boy alone. He said last night with a smile, I love you for more than my life. Then he called me his pet and asked me to be his sweet wife. I said last night with a smile, I'm afraid I have to say no. He held my hand for a while, and then he said I must go. He said last night with a smile, I'm sure your heart's made of stone. He took a white rose from my hand and left me there standing alone. This morning poor Willie's found dead, drowned in the pool by the mill, lying in cool chilly water that flows from the top of the hill. His blue eyes forever be closed, damp with his peril so fair. To his lips he held the white rose, the rose that he took from my hand.
Okay. I pushed the counter button and it's working now.
Okay, I
It pushed. I didn't. It's packed in here or something.
accidentally hit it.
Yeah, I accidentally hit it, so it's working fine now. Well, that was a good one. Where'd you learn? Where was that one? Another one from up in Wayne County, or?
Yeah, I learned that when I got the Army in order to. I mean, I know of it before then, but
Yeah.
that was wrote by Alton Delmore.
Yeah.
He wrote over 1,000 songs.
Yeah, I know. He wrote a bunch. I wrote a bunch. Okay, go ahead. What's
Mystery number 5.
I heard this song down in the jungles in World War II. I met it was the first time M.O.D. Mint sung it down in the jungles 4 times. I wind up knowing every bit of it, wasn't even trying to learn it or anything. I don't understand that stuff. I guess that's the same key as a Mary to take that to C. Or let's check out the time first.
Okay.
Not sure the key.
I think it's singing the same key. I think. Let's see. I stepped up this morning. I guess we'll try it there, see how it looks.
Okay, wait a minute now, Phil. I'm tell you when you're ready here. Okay.
I stepped up this morning to watch my driver flow, to hear the whistle blowing while the farmer swings a hoe. When I got to the switch yard, I heard the brakeman say, "Oh, what a mystery your engine's cold today." Up stepped a little maiden with a teardrop in her eye. She began, "Oh, Mr. Man, you pull on number 5. My father was your farmer, and he often spoke of you, of being so kind-hearted, so honest, so brave and true." He is found dead this morning on trestle number 2, on his way to prepare this morning train for you. The story explains a mystery all the vile little maiden was told. Was the first time in history I found my engine cold. So railroad man, take warning and play this game fair. When the maker calls on us, we'll meet our farmer up there.
Yeah, that was a good one. Okay, I think of your next one. I'm going to get that little notebook out real quick so I can write these songs down as we do them. How many songs do you have on that list, do you think?
Well, let's see, there's 28. Well, there's 47 altogether on.
Yeah, on that list. Of course, he knows,
That's
I'm sure, more than that.
a minimum of what he knows.
Yeah.
You know, songs are funny. We just think them as they come to mind.
Yeah.
A lot of times we're out working and another one comes to mind or just forgot.
I think it's 4 or 5 at one time. Can't figure out which one I want to sing.
Yeah.
I should have brought my little dab of coffee in and get a swallow of moisture.
Got some in there? I'll go get it for you if you.
I think it's there on the table. I have a few swallows left.
Okay. Let me put this on pause here for a
Tell
second.
you what I'll do. I'll sing you all a little song. It's about their number 2. I cannot leave the subject. It's always on my mind. I tell you, women with long hair is mighty hard to find. When young man goes a-courting, soon he isn't gay. Crazy about his sweetheart, oh, he's in an awful way. In the barber chair he finds her, he quits right then and there. Says he could not be his wife because she had bobbed hair. Take Ma and Grandma, thinks they're living right. Have a preacher in their home, but do not shine the light. They fuss at rave and Grandpa, they're living in a court. And if you look at both their heads, you'll find their hair cut short. And if you look at both their heads, you'll find their hair cut short.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. You're a good singer. You're a good singer. That's why this is the first time I really heard him, because there's always so much racket at Mansfield, you know.
Yeah.
And about 10 guitars going and everything else, you know.
Yeah. Like you know to hear yourself a person.
Well, I know, but I tell people when I take them down there, I say, now you're not, this isn't going to go on Carnegie Hall. So I said, you're not here to listen to, it's just a good lot of fun. Just a lot of people getting together.
Here's a song, you didn't know him, but Junior Stubbs. Every time I was with him, he wanted me to sing this song. Over the Garden Wall. I think that's D we're singing. It's kind of thumbing CS like.
You ready for it?
Yeah, it's,
That sounds high.
Give a little bit of a prelude of that song when he says you're ready.
I think that's going to be in C. It sounded a little higher than D did. It's still hard enough. This thing is all right. Here's a song that's called Over the Garden Wall. Now my friend Junior Stubbs years ago, he wanted me to sing this song every time we got together, but Over the Garden Wall. My love stood under the walnut tree over the garden wall. It was there she said she'd be true to me over the garden wall. She had beautiful eyes, beautiful hair, talked very talk while she stood in a chair. Many a night I kissed her there over the garden wall. Over the garden wall, the sweetest girl of all. There's never yet the skies of jet. You can bet I'll never forget over the garden There is a night and there is a day over the garden wall. There is a will and there is a way. weddings were cheap. One night while the fiddle was snoring asleep, with a lad and a lair we managed to creep over the garden wall. Over the garden wall, the sweetest girl of all. And you can bet I'll never forget the night our lips and kisses met over the garden wall. Over the garden wall.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. Some of these now that one I've heard before. That's
Yeah.
the first one I've heard. He's sung that I've heard before. But people down there at Mountain View sang that.
That's an old one, because Junior Stubbs, he passed away quite a while back. He's the best fiddle player around here. He's originally, I growed up with him down in Reynolds County. And he moved to West Plains.
Mhm.
He furnished the ground for that Bluegrass Festival.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Has he sung the Bob-haired girl?
Yeah.
yeah, just
Oh,
finished
I
that one.
missed that one.
Yeah. I want him to sing in a minute when he gets ready to, though, is that Who Broke the Lock on the Henhouse Door?
Yeah.
That's the next one.
Oh, it's it? Well, that's
Yeah, next one around.
and you watch your time here. I don't want to keep you from anything, and I don't want to wear him out. I don't think I'm going to wear him out. I don't think there's any danger of that. But
I've got
Who's gonna say I don't know?
an appointment at 4 o'clock.
Well,
That's a
oh,
long time
yeah,
gone.
I got to be back in town by mid-afternoon anyway. But I don't want to worry you out here because
No.
as long as you'll have me, I plan to come back again and get as
No.
much as I can from him.
Yeah, I want you to.
But you've got to come up by my house.
I think I sing that in G chord, don't I?
Yeah, I need to get up there.
Yeah.
I need to find I've got a genie fiddle. I need to find somebody to put a top on it for me.
It's usually
I tell you, the only person I know now, and I haven't heard anything bad yet, I hesitate to ever recommend anybody to repair an instrument, but I guess Stone King's doing about as much as anybody now.
I've heard he's.
And I think probably Fred's doing as good as anybody around there that I know of, The only thing I heard somebody got griped about, and I don't blame them, is they brought their granddad's old fiddle in, and he lost the rattle that was in it, And of course he said, well, it didn't make any difference, but I know it had sentimental value to them, because, they used to put those rattlesnake rattles in those old fiddles,
Charm the fiddle.
Yeah,
Take
yeah. But other than that, everybody I've talked to is, okay, now ready.
Okay, give your history on this one when he says you're
Let's
ready.
think of that.
Who Broke the Lock on the Henhouse
Okay,
Door?
all right, wait, let me.
Title of this song is Who Broke the Lock on the Henhouse Door, and I don't know whether you ever found out who broke the lock or not, but he's sure working hard to try to find out. I can't remember the last guy that sung that song, but anyhow, I guess gee. I drove up to the farmer's gate, rode my horn both soon and late. The farmer's dog, he wouldn't bark or bite, son of a gun could read and write. Now who broke that lock? I don't know. Who broke the lock on the henhouse door? I'll find out before I go. Who broke the lock on the henhouse door? Out in the henhouse on my knees, thought I heard some chickens sneeze. Only a rooster saying his prayer, giving out the hens to the hens upstairs. Now who broke the lock? I don't know. Who broke the lock on the henhouse door? I find out before I go. Who broke the lock on the henhouse door? I was walking across the field, a black snake grabbed me by the heel. Turned around, the do my best. The left foot slipped in a hornet's nest. Now who broke the lock? I don't know. Who broke the lock on the henhouse door? I find out before I go. Who broke the lock on the henhouse door? Well, hen and the rooster, they went out west. Said the hen to the rooster, I love you best. Rooster said, "In, that's a cockeyed lie. Caught you in the alley with a big Shanghai." Now who broke the lock? I don't know. Who broke the lock on the henhouse door? I find out before I go. Who broke the lock on the henhouse door? There was an old rooster about 40 years old, done many things that's never been told. Old turned up, he couldn't scratch. Youngin' says his leg's still high. Now who broke the lock? I don't know. Who broke the lock on the henhouse door? I'll find out before I go. Who broke the lock on the henhouse door?
That's a good one.
It's an old timer.
Yeah.
I ain't heard nobody sing it in quite a while.
Yeah, you're the only one I've heard.
I get requests.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I would always, the lady comes up and says, "I don't know," or points somebody else.
Yeah.
They done it.
Yeah, you did that night up at Mansfield.
Where'd you first hear that one?
Well, that's all. I can't remember this the first years, but boys, we back there, and then this was, and then kind of, last few years, it's just kind of disappeared. Or
Where'd you say you were born up in Wayne County?
yeah,
Near what? I mean, where? What's it?
well, Williamsville,
Williamsville, yeah. What year were you born?
1920.
1920.
Yeah,
I thought it was 22.
22, I guess.
22. Yeah.
March of 1922.
Oh, yeah.
Come out on the front page.
Well, I'd say, yeah.
Is that Wayne County there?
That was in
Huh?
Shannon County.
Shannon
Oh,
County.
yeah,
Yeah,
Shannon,
that's
yeah,
Shannon, yeah.
that's what it is.
They put me
Yeah.
on the front page of the paper down
Yeah.
there.
I sure did.
I had to frame it because
Oh, yeah.
it's unusual.
Yeah.
You know what's on there? I bet you never heard that song before. You know what Nixon?
Is that what?
That her next song, I bet you never heard it before.
What?
50 Miles of Elbow Room.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I
heard
think,
that.
You heard that?
I think I've heard that one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. You just sing what you want to sing now. That's,
You know, if you've heard that, you want some stuff.
that's not what I've heard. You know, it's just his repertoire. Just whatever he sings is
Okay.
what I want, you know. But like I say, I don't want to get into country rock or anything. I
Oh,
want to
no.
stay back with the old tunes just like this. These are
You want to do that 50 Miles of Elbow Room or Brown's Ferry Blues?
either one. That's fine.
It
Either
is.
one of them. Now they'll be looking more for the unusual ones, you know, if they ever do
Sarah.
anything with them. But I mean, for what I'm doing, that's whatever you sing is what I want. That's fine. What I want
Sarah
to do.
Carter wrote that song.
Yeah. So which one you gonna do? The Browns Ferry or
I guess
50 Miles?
50 Miles of
Yeah,
Elbow Room,
okay.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. Tell me when you're getting ready here.
I guess we're ready.
Okay, wait a minute.
The title of this song is 50 Miles of Elbow Room. The best I can remember is Sarah Carter wrote this song. 100 miles is met and bread before Fair City stand. Its gypsum walls forever shine, not made beyond the silent sea. There be rooms to spare as we enter there. Room for you and room for me. For the gates are wide on the other side. Abundant entrance with 50 miles of elbow room on either side to spare. Sometimes I'm cramped and crowded here and long for elbow room. I want to climb those altitudes where flowers forever bloom. It won't be long till I shall have into the city fair. With 50 miles of elbow room on either side to spare. When the gates swing wide on the other side, just beyond the silent sea, there be room to spare as we enter there. Room for you, room for me. For the gates are wide on the other side. Abundant entrance with 50 miles of elbow room on either side to spare. On either side to spare.
Okay, that's a good one.
That's a pretty
good.
song, ain't it?
That's a pretty song.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
do a good job on it. You make it sound good. Better, I mean.
We can do some of these songs that probably you haven't heard if you want to.
Well, if I don't overstay my welcome over a period of time, I'd like to come down more months. We'll get them all here sometime. As long as you're willing to do it. I'm going to be gone most of February, but when I get back in March, well, we'll, at your convenience, we'll plan to get together and do some more.
Okay, we'll just go down the list.
That's fine. Just go down the list. That'd be fine.
You know what kind of times we're living in now?
Well, they're changing. That's why I want to record you and all these other people.
This lady got on the bus. A gentleman got up and gave her his seat, and she fainted. And she come to herself and thanked him, and he fainted.
Yeah, that's just about it. Well, I'll tell you what I found. I double checked to make sure I wasn't saying the wrong thing, but in our region, Southwest Missouri, and I'm sure this is Northwest Arkansas, 30% of the people that live here now have lived here 5 years or less. That's almost 1 out of 3.
30%.
30%.
I bet that's
and
right.
when you go downtown Springfield, I believe it. And the traffic this morning when I came, I pulled out. I didn't know what the highway would be because I left about 8 o'clock then. And to get off on the James River Freeway onto National, the cars were backed up to Fremont.
Really?
To the next bridge east there, you know. And it's that way on Camel.
Mm-hmm.
And of course the same thing on getting off on Glenstone.
Yeah.
It's just hard to believe the number of
Busy.
people there. It's so quiet here.
Yeah, that's why we like it.
Yeah.
And now Branston's about the same way.
Oh, well, all that stuff is just.
Could you fix me a little more coffee, about a half a cup?
You want regular or decaf?
Yeah, just about a half a spoonful and a little over half a cup.
half a spoon of regular and half a spoon of decaf?
No, if you make a full cup.
You want anything, Gordon?
No, I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine.
We got all kinds of juice,
Oh,
apple
no,
juice.
no, that's fine.
This'll never happen again.
What?
I don't know whether I ought to tell out on that tape or not.
Well, it's not on. This one
Yeah,
is
I
not.
say I ought to wait. Alton Delmore wrote over 1,000 songs.
Yeah.
And his brother Rayburn wrote over thousands, helped him. Two brothers writing 1,000 songs apiece.
Isn't that something? I know they write. Of course, now the revival of music, so many of these young musicians are really using Delmore Brothers stuff.
Are they?
Kim and Jim Lansford over there at Galena sing a lot of Delmore Brothers things.
Dad was a big fan and
Yeah.
their music. And
He lived on the Browns Ferry Road in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote that Browns Ferry Blues.
Now, when we do that, tell that little bit when we get ready to
Yeah.
record this next session. Yeah, yeah, this will be out in a minute.
I believe that's our next song, Brown's Ferry Blues.
Okay. You know Gordon Peacock's wife. You know them? They're from over around Theodosia, around Ludy.
I bet I've seen
You've seen him in Mansfield. He's a big old gal. She plays it rhythm on the banjo, just chords. They're always in there with Bill Connolly and everybody.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. She's a good singer. Now, you know, when we talk about singers now, people don't know, think they're going to hear an Almeda Riddle or one of these old ballad singers. Well, those days are pretty much gone now. Yeah, you'll hear them singing a ballad, but it'll be just something that's been in their family. They don't even know how old it is. But you won't hear these people go right down the line. But she's really typical of your women singers. Just like anyone here. Most of her stuff is going to be turn of the century, and then up into the 78s, Carter family, Delmore Brothers, and that kind of stuff. But in the midst of it, here'll come a house carpenter or something, you know. So it's real interesting anymore. But that is our old singing now. Because after them, look how it changed. But I don't even know what they're singing. I don't even know what the song is.
This Scribner boy, he's trying to learn
Oh,
some of the old traditional.
Yeah, David's doing a good job on it.
Well, you'll be surprised that the young people like them songs.
Well, they never heard they don't know what it's about, see.
Yeah.
These reporters on the Springfield paper, there's one they're getting ready to do something. Our last really true ballad singer in Springfield passed away a couple of weeks ago. He recorded for Vance Randolph and everything. He was from down around South Coon Mountain on the White River down by Kimberly Bridge. But he lived in Springfield most of his life. But his dad was a ballad singer, and he was, and unaccompanied, you know. I mean, he never used any instruments to sing by. And so I called the newspaper and I said, well, this is probably one of the last persons that recorded for the Library of Congress back in the 30s when they came through on that WPA stuff. They financed a bunch of that stuff. They didn't know what ballad singing was. Nice girl. She wrote another thing I helped her with on, can't remember what it was now, on music or something. They didn't know what ballad singing is. And so I'm having to, but she's doing good, and she's not one of these acts like she doesn't want to know or she knows it all. She's really interested in learning, so I'm really trying to help her. Now there'll be something coming out in the Springfield paper probably next week on this David Rice. They're going to do something about him. And the only other one I could think of that may have recorded back then would be Speedy Hallworth. He was just a little boy then when they did be 1934, 1935 back in there, you know. But they don't even know what ballads are. I have no idea what these old songs are.
I was singing on Barrel in the Square in Mansfield. There's a group that's about as big as these, just two rooms, a little hallway in this room. There's a boy sitting over in a chair.
Maybe too hot to drink.
And after a while he looked over at me and said, I want you to sing me Too Old to Die Young.
I'll sit here on the floor.
I thought, I didn't even see you up here. Where'd you go sing it at? You know what he told the lady? He didn't tell me.
Yeah.
When I sung that song, he said, I'm going to draft him for my hero. He's about 15 or 16 years old.
This music, it's all, I don't even call it music, it's rap and stuff. You know, that's not music. That's,
Yeah.
But anyway.
We do that in G, don't we? Can you remember?
Let me switch this one too here. I never intended to use it. I was recording it to learn fiddle tunes because that's about 25 years ago. And I played the guitar when I was in high school and college, and then, like a lot of musicians, you know, you quit while you raise a family and everything. And so it wasn't until I was over 40 that I happened to go down to Ozarks one night. That's where I met Art Galbraith and those people and got involved with this music again. Well, I knew Turkey in the Straw and Soldier's Joy, and that's really maybe, you know, about, and here they were playing all these other tunes, so I started taping them just to learn the tunes. And then I started realizing how many tunes these guys knew. Nobody read music or anything, you know. So then I really started
She in there?
recording this stuff. Yeah, she's getting the phone. So that got me into this stuff.
I'm gonna do the original words to this song. Some people sing some other kind of verses. I'm gonna do the original ones to it.
Okay. Say that when I get going here, say what it is and everything, and that you're going to,
Yeah, give me a little prelude.
what you just told me, you tell them when I get ready to go. Are you ready yet?
I guess so.
Okay, wait a second.
Title of this song is Brown's Ferry Blues. The guy that wrote this song wrote over 1,000 songs. Alton Delmore. Hard to pop a to his staff, trouble them, he's been too rough for. Got them brown ferry blues. Hard to pop a stand in the ground, the world's true, couldn't buy grain for. Got them brown ferry blues. The bush that you had the must man fall. Got them brown ferry blues. Two old maids lost their stars, gonna be lucky to have to smile. Got them brown ferry blues. Hard to pop, look out his toes, smell his feet wherever he goes. Flow, got them brown ferry blues. Hard to pop, but stand in the rain, the world was gone, he couldn't buy grain. Flow, got them brown ferry blues. I got a gal in a Cumberland Gap, she's got a boy that calls me Pep. Got them brown ferry blues. I don't smoke and I don't chew, and I don't go with the girls that do. Got them brown ferry blues. Take her home. Is that a good one?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Who was it? Doc Watson's first one I heard sing that one.
Another downwards.
That was like heaven to me. You want to do that one?
You know that one, don't you?
Which one?
That was like heaven to me.
Probably, yeah, I found.
This is like heaven to me, I guess is actually the name of it.
Or that, or this is the one that works for it. You know?
Okay.
That was like heaven for me, what it is.
What do you know about this one?
Well, about the only thing I know, it's an old one.
Yeah.
I think it's a Carter family song. I don't know whether it is or not, really. But I just,
It has that flavor.
it just comes to me right in the last few years. You know, I hadn't heard it since I was a little kid, but
Anytime you're ready, why?
that's in the D, you know. I find many people who don't understand while I'm so happy and free. I crossed over Jordan to Canaan's fair land, and that was like heaven to me. Yes, that was like heaven to me. Yes, that was like heaven to me. I crossed over Jordan to Canaan's fair land, and that was like heaven to me. I'm looking for Jesus in glory to come, from glory land over the sea. A crowd of bright angels to carry me home, and that will be heaven to me. Yes, that will be heaven to me. Yes, that will be heaven to me. A crowd of bright angels to carry me home, and that will be heaven to me. I hear the sweet music, the heavenly choir, from glory land over the sea. A soul-thrilling message from Jesus my Lord, and that was like heaven to me. Yes, that was like heaven to me. Yes, that was like heaven to me. A soul-thrilling message from Jesus my Lord, and that was like heaven to me. That song is, that was like heaven to me. That's the title of that song.
Yeah. They're all good.
That's a pretty song, ain't
It
it?
is. That's a pretty one. I like the melody to that too.
Yeah.
Raw,
It's
melody
all-
to it.
It's all good about it, ain't it?
Yeah. What else you got, Dan?
Better times are coming.
Have you heard that one?
I think so, but that's all right.
But there's
Listen, there's a lot of these things I haven't heard, though. You know.
another girl from down there at Mountain View come up here and took a fiddle lesson over Kirby.
Oh, that's melody. Yeah.
She told she didn't I didn't hear her say this, but Kirby said that's what she said. I heard her say when I was over at the Raymondville Cafe, when they called me up to sing, she said when he'd called him up to sing Too Old to Die Young, he worked the crowd up. She said, I'm going to draft him my grandpa. That's what she told Kirby. She didn't tell him.
She's a nice girl.
Yeah, she is. She's a pretty good fiddle player,
Yeah,
too.
she's turned into a pretty good one. You know, the whole family plays something, I guess.
Yeah,
Her mom just had her 8th child.
yeah. She's a
Melody.
nice little gal. We do that in D, don't we? We can do it in anything else. We want to change it or whatever.
I don't know, I think it was D. That's mainly your key. Whenever you're ready.
I don't know when you're ready or not.
You gonna give a history of this one?
Oh, wait, let me get her going here. Okay.
Well, this song is called Better Times Are Coming. On down the line. The history of this song, I just don't know exactly the history of it, but we're going to do her here. Well, the cows won't dry and the hens won't lay. No place I can borrow. Give the landlord all the news and the rent comes due tomorrow. Pick away on the old banjo, keep the guitar strumming. Put more water in the soup, there's better times coming. Well, there's lots of money in the bank, they say that's where they keep it. They would know me, only none, they wouldn't let me see it. Pick away on the old banjo, keep the guitar strumming. Put more water in the soup, there's better times coming. Well, Mary Lou could pull the plow if I would only let her. She's twice as strong as any ox and doesn't smell much better. Pick away on the old banjo, keep the guitar strumming. Put more water in the soup, there's better times coming. I only kissed Mary Lou but once, and then I had to leave her. My collar got so doggone tight, and it started to run the fever. Pick away on the old banjo, keep the guitar strumming. Put no water in the soup, there's better times coming. Well, the other day a man came by, looking for manual labor. I says I don't know the man myself, you'll have to ask my neighbor. Pick away on the old banjo, keep the guitar strumming. Put no water in the soup, there's better times coming. Pick away on the old banjo, keep the guitar strumming. Put no water in the soup, there's better times coming.
That's a good one. I like
You
that
like that one?
Yeah, that's got a good rhythm to it there.
Yeah, it is. I wonder who wrote that.
I don't know.
You know, I'd like, that's one of the most enjoyable things that I can think of is know who wrote all them
Yeah,
songs.
now this fellow I work with, my co-producer, I'm really his co-producer. He's the one that writes all the liner notes. I get the information that he writes, and he's done like 50 LPs and CDs for Rounder. He does this kind of music and Kate Britton are the two. But he knows who wrote what, when, where, and all that, you know.
Of course, yeah, I find out every little bit who that song.
Let's do
Haven't-
one more and we'll walk around.
I haven't seen Mary in
We did
years.
12 sitting down here.
I haven't seen Mary in years, and I get all
That's
that.
fine.
'Cause
That's a good one.
they said that guy right there, but what's that? But we're on the other side of Diggins, that big, pretty big town. What's the name of it? It ain't Hannibal, is it? Or
Other side of what?
over Diggins?
I mean, North Hartville?
Yeah, North Hartford.
Rose
Just
Springs?
Hannibal or something like that. It ain't Hannibal, but some other name.
I don't know what.
It's way up there at the coast of St. Louis.
Oh, you mean way on up there?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Hannibal's
It's
north.
Hannibal's way up on the Missouri River,
Yeah.
central Missouri.
Yeah.
No, it's way up northeast. I was thinking Herman.
That's it then.
We're all getting mixed up now.
That's it then, because that's what it's done. He said a guy up there wrote that song. I haven't seen Mary in years.
When I tell this, wait till I get ready to go in here and then tell it when you get ready to start it then.
Well,
Yeah, then we'll take a break here for a minute.
we ain't got that on here, but we're.
That's okay. That's fine. I think you sang that one time over at Mansfield. I think I heard you sing it. What was the name of it? Well, you'll tell it anyway when you get started here. Now, wait a minute.
Here's his
Okay,
song.
now,
Here's
wait a minute.
Wait a minute till it gets ready, Amiel.
well.
Now you're going. Yeah. What's
The song from Hannibal.
And well, this song is called "I Haven't Seen Mary in Years," and I get a lot of requests for this song. And the guy told me there's some guy up there around Hannibal that wrote it. While strolling alone in a country, I spied a gathering crowd, and as my footsteps grow closer, I can smell sweet fragrance of flowers. It seemed like a family reunion. I could not hold back a tear. No man sat by a graveside. I haven't seen Mary in years. Hold my hand and lead me away from here. I just bought these flowers for Mary. I haven't seen Mary in years. When Mary and I were first married, we had such plans for our child. For no reason I started rambling, like the four winds I had run wild. If I could live my life full, I'd bring Mary such cheer. Now she's gone where she doesn't need me. I haven't seen Mary in years. Hold my hand and lead me away from here. I just bought these flowers for Mary. I haven't seen Mary in years. Then the old man left the graveyard. I followed close by his side. Through all his shame and through all his pain, his son he did not recognize. Hold my hand and lead me away from here. How could I knew it was Mama? I haven't seen Mama in years.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, you want to take a break here for a minute and kind of stretch a little bit. Let me go back real quick and see.
You're about the two old ladies that always.
Will you get cool back in here?
I'm fine myself. How are you, Amiel? You?
I'm just doing just wonderful. And the feeling, especially.
Yeah, come here.
You don't want to kick that.
No, is there a stand? Yeah, here, put it on this stand right here.
And that next song has got a history to it. You know what it is?
Here, you want to put these on? Well, here, I'll put them on you. You just stand there. If I can get them over your... Yeah, that's close
I
enough.
can take that cap off.
Let me see here.
It's real plain, ain't it?
Yeah. Now, he'll probably start charging us now that he hears how good it is. See?
It's real plain. I'm glad it's that way. You know, I've read a lot of history of bluegrass guys. They said to make them words where they can understand them, or you just wasting your time. You know.
Yep.
But I've heard some of them saying you couldn't understand what they're saying at all.
Oh, yeah, I've heard a lot. Of course, I get a lot of fiddle players when I'm transcribing. I'm now going to play, and you know, there's tunes I don't know, and I never do know. I just put Unidentified. What do you got? That's a 18 or...
Yeah, that's one of the highest price Martins there are around anyway.
28. What's yours? What's
You know what
I just don't know these.
You know what it is? It's a D28 herringbone. It's a memory edition. Right after one of them Martins. Remember, Martin passed away. Signed to C.F. Martin III. 138 made memory edition, signed edition, and limited edition.
Huh. Well, they sure
It's made after little Martin who ran the company. Died back in the 90s or 80s.
I forget which one it's a memory of, though. It's
That other song, you know what the history of it is?
Wires here. Go ahead, I'll watch you.
You know,
Fourth.
you know what the history of that next song?
Mm-mm.
There's a $40 fine back in North Carolina to sing it back in the 30s.
Huh.
Poor Ellen Smith. Did you ever hear it?
No, I don't think I have.
Yeah,
I heard Little Mary Fagan and some of those.
I had to sing that song up there Friday night for Guy Bear.
Watch your step right.
Now you got it. You're okay now. Yeah.
Knock out a little quick music thing. You want me to sing that? Poor Ellen Smith. The guy told me that's $40 or $50 fine back in the 30s in North Carolina to sing that song. It tells you about the fine. Somebody sing it?
Yeah, go ahead. You tell me when you're ready, and I'll start it here.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
Gonna do a song here called Poor Ellen Smith. And a guy told me back in the 30s that this was a $40 fine to sing this song back in North Carolina. Poor Ellen Smith, how she was found, shot in the heart, lying cold on the ground. Her clothes were all scattered and thrown on the ground, and blood marked spot where sweet Helen was found. They picked up their rifle and they hunted me down, found me loafing in Mount Airy town. I just got a letter and I read it today. Flowers all fanning on Helen's graveyard. The judge just told me that soon I'll be free. I'll go to Helen's grave near that old willow tree. Someday I'll go home and say as I go, that pretty flowers for the Helen I sold. Poor Ellen Smith, how she was found, shot in the heart, lying cold on the ground. Poor Ellen Smith. guess that.
Now that's a ballad.
Yeah, definitely bad.
Yeah. Anything.
Jerry.
Happening.
Any stories? Yeah.
Jerry, that frozen girl. I guess that's the next one on there.
Nope.
I'm gonna shut that door in case that phone wasn't ringing, 'cause that makes a lot of noise.
Let's see. Tell the history of this.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
Said it's 100 and let's see if I can.
Oh, wait a minute. Till I get going here.
This song here was announced. It was 130 years old back in the 30s. Called "The Frozen Girl." No home, cried the little girl as she stood at the rich man's door. As she faintly stood on the marble step and leaned on the polished floor. Her clothes were thin and her feet were bare, and the snow had covered her head. Oh, give me a home, she faintly said, and a home and a bit of bread. My father I never knew, she said, from the tears in her eyes so bright. My mother sleeps in a new-made grave. It's an orphan that begs tonight. The rich man slept on his velvet couch and dreamed of his silver and gold, while the little girl in a bed of snow, she whispered, so cold, so cold. The storm roared on in the midnight dawn, and the rich man shut his door. With a frowning face, he scornfully said, no love nor bread for the poor. The storm roared on at midnight dawn, roared on like a funeral bell, and the air was draped in a sheet of white, and the dropping snow still fell. The storm roared on and the little girl still lay at the rich man's door, but her soul has gone to the home above, where there's room and bread for the poor.
Yeah. Sounds like about that time, doesn't it? That era, early 19th century.
Yeah. The rich man is kind of ornery, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I ain't got there.
Bearcat Mama.
Yeah, I know. Did you ever hear that Bearcat Mama?
I don't know whether I have or not.
It's Skip D, I think. Jimmy Davis wrote this song. You think,
Now wait till.
think I ought
Wait.
to announce it?
Not yet. Wait, yeah, when you going to get ready. You ready? All right, now.
I just heard this song when I got out of the Army in World War II at Carbondale, Illinois. And I understand that Jimmy Davis is the gentleman who wrote this song. Bearcat Mama. There's a gal on Bearcat Mountain that I keep fighting for, and if I can ever tame that gal, I'm on silk tassels, her cheeks are apple red. She's a Bearcat Mama and a gal I love, and a gal I want to wed. I know you wouldn't believe me, but I'll declare it's real. That gal can take a hickory nut and crack it with her heel. Her hair's like on silk tassels, her cheeks are apple red. She's a Bearcat Mama and a gal I love, and a gal I want to wed. Her picture's in my heart, just like a clerical bird. And if I can ever tame the gal, I'm gonna marry her. Her hair's like corn silk tassels, her cheeks are apple red. She's a Bearcat Mama and a gal I want, and a gal I want to wed. I know you wouldn't believe me, but I'll declare it's real. That gal can take a hickory nut and crack it with her heel. Her hair's like corn silk tassels, her cheeks are apple red. She's a Bearcat Mama and a gal I love, and a gal I want to wed.
Yeah, that sounds like Jimmy Davis.
Yeah. I didn't know who wrote that song, but we left over in Illinois. I'd heard it 2 or 3 times over on the machine in the cafe, and I wound up knowing every bit of it. But and then we got this little write-up about Jimmy Davis. You still got that?
I don't have that.
He said the Bearcat Mama. He wrote that.
Well,
Mystery of the world.
I sung that at church Sunday. Mysteries of the world.
Tell where you heard that.
wait a minute here.
Huh? You want to tell about Dave Megan?
And where you learned it.
He's the only one I ever heard sing it.
Now tell now.
This song is called The Mysteries of the World. Uncle Dave Macon, he sung this song back in the years. I don't know who wrote it, but anyhow, he's the only one I ever heard sing it. This world is a mystery to us. There are things we don't understand, but I know my Redeemer lives, and I'm going to that promised land. Got heaven and a home over yonder. Got heaven and a home over yonder. Got heaven and a home over yonder. Oh, when shall I get there? Some people are buried in the graveyard. Some people are buried in the sea. Gonna wake up in the morning shouting. Gonna shout victory. I remember as a Sunday school boy, I was taught the word of God, and I know my Redeemer lives, and I'm going for my crown and wool. Got heaven and a home over yonder. Got heaven and a home over yonder. Got heaven and a home over yonder. When shall I get there? Somebody's buried in the graveyard. Somebody's buried in the sea. Gonna wake up in the morning shouting. Gonna shout victory. Somebody's buried in the graveyard. Somebody's buried in the sea. Gonna wake up in the morning shouting. Gonna shout victory.
business partner of Uncle Dave back in Smithville, Tennessee.
He was.
Back when they had a drage, they had a little freight line or something. And back in the, gosh, when it would be, back in the late 50s. That'd be late, about 1950. They, she and her folks and her brother went to Nashville, and they went out to Uncle Dave's house. And I have a picture of my wife with Uncle Dave sitting there with his banjo in a chair, you know.
He was certainly
He was one of your first real stars on the Grand Ole Opry. Among the first. Now, see, when I was in college, even, we used to listen to. Now, you wouldn't hear that today. You know, these kids wouldn't. We used to, Saturday night, boy, we'd listen to the Grand Ole Opry. You know.
They'd say, "Who's that?"
Oh, they wouldn't know what the Grand Ole Opry. You know, they don't
Yeah.
have any idea of this stuff.
The next known there's Cry of the Lamb.
Is that a very old one, or do you know?
Well, it ain't a
I
new
don't
one. It ain't a new one. I need that.
Well, skip it then and go down to.
He's got this horse, a cow, a mule, and a plow. That's an old one, I know.
Yeah, I ain't heard that since I was a little kid, and I never heard nobody sing it. I guess we'll do that in D, I guess. See how C sounds. Every time I go, I guess we'll do it in D. Here's a song called Got a Horse and a Cow and a Mule and a Plow, so I'll get by somehow. I haven't heard nobody sing this song, all I just heard it when I was a little kid. And ain't heard it since then. Well, I don't worry about a thing, all I do is play and sing. If the weather's dry or wet, I don't worry, I don't care. Got a horse and a cow, mule and a plow, so I get by somehow. Every time I go to town, turn the dark place upside down. All my money at one spot, then the only thing I've got. Got a horse and a cow, mule and a plow, so I get by somehow. Well, I got no money, got no wife, so all I live is a single life. Don't like women, folks around, cause I've got a barking hound. Got a horse and a cow, mule and a plow, so I get by somehow. Well, a revenue man went to search the hill, thought they'd find my whiskey still. They got through a live wire, so I guess I've shot a darned old deer. Got a horse and a cow, mule and a plow, so I'll get by somehow. Got a horse and a cow, mule and a plow, so I'll get by somehow.
Yeah, I like that one.
Do you like that one?
Yeah, that's a good one. I think I probably heard you sing it.
Yeah, you probably did.
That's where I heard it, because I remember hearing about the still and that I heard you sing that at Mansfield. I think it was on the square. When I could hear you one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to hear the guys playing over with you.
Well, you get 5 guitars, 3 banjos, and 2 mandolins, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of bleed over.
Then that being outside kind of kills it too, you know.
Yeah, being out, yeah.
Let's do that. Let's get that old timers dance thing.
Yeah, that's doing G.
Let's go. Let's do that. Gangster's Warning. Cause
Now?
yeah, that's one that's more of a rare.
Gene Autry's the only one I've heard sing. I think he's the one to sing that.
So tell that when you get ready here. You bet. Let me know when you're. You let me know when you're ready, and then I'll turn this on to you.
Yeah.
Tell the stories.
I see that about the keys.
And also, anytime if you make a mistake and want to, just stop. You know, we can do things over if you want to. I'll just, you know.
So far, we've done pretty good.
Yeah.
I was born called Gangster's Warning. I ain't heard that in a long time, but I think Gene Autry's one who used to sing that years back. I was brought up by kind parents. I once was a pride and joy. For one reason I started rambling. Life shot the best of the boys. I'm leaving a trail that is crooked. My foes look round every bend. I know someday they will get me. I dread to think of the end. In my pocket I carry a pistol. It's never away from my side. The notches that carve in its handle she'll count more than one man have died. I'm leaving a trail that is crooked. My foes look round every bend. I know someday they will get me. I dread to think of the end. So young men, keep away from bad company. There are pals who have started in low, and if your pal should attempt to, remember the words of this song.
Yeah, that's a good one. You know, Gene Autry worked in Springfield, lived in Springfield for a while.
Yeah, he did.
Worked on the railroad there.
Yeah, he worked on the rail. I didn't know that, but
Yeah, that's where he was working. I guess Frisco is what it'd be. He working at Frisco.
he's quite a singer, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
What's that next one there, Kirby? Whiskey's the devil in liquid form.
Where'd you learn that from?
I think
Well,
it's
you read it.
I think it's in the Bale Brothers. Let's see what key I need to get it.
Go ahead anytime.
Here's called a song called Whiskey's the Devil in Liquid Form. See that man walking over yonder. See his clothes all ragged and torn, all on account of that bar around the corner. Whiskey is the devil in liquid form. Where he was, gray-haired mother, into this life, helpless children are gone. All on account of that bar around the corner. Whiskey is the devil in liquid form. missed a word or two in that one
That's
place.
all right. We'll do it again sometime if you feel you did, but not today. We'll just, you're doing so good to remember all these without fault. You've only been a couple you kind of
Yeah,
hesitated on, which
Yeah.
just amazes me that you
yeah.
sit there and, well, we've done 18. This is, another one will be 19. Where this way, this is, yeah, you're right. Good. It's a good place to stop then. Okay.
You last there.
Did,
Whiskey is
whiskey is the devil in liquid form.
Okay.
That last old shovel's laid down, huh?
You mentioned that one about St. Sabbath. You might like that one.
It's been a long time since I seen it, but we'll give her a try.
We'll give it a try. Next time we'll.
Them songs, all songs is wrote like that. It's got a meaning behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about certain place and everything. The title of that song was out on the old St. Sabbath, and I just wondered where that place was.
A
I think it's D.
history on it.
You want to practice in a second, or?
I think we just do it.
Okay. No, wait a minute. No, wait a minute.
A little history on it.
Go ahead.
History.
You ready? We'll do another song here called Out on the Old St. Sabbath. I was wondering one time if this song was wrote and where that place was. But I found out where it was at. It's out talking about the St. Sabbath River in Texas. Out on the old St. Sabbath, the style of song. Out on the old St. Sabbath, lay down to take my rest. Knapsack for my pillow, and a gun across my chest. Please don't bury me on the lone prairie. Please don't bury me on the lone prairie. You can bury me in the east, you can bury me in the west. Please don't bury me on the lone prairie. My mother is dead and buried. She sleeps beneath the old church saw. Her body lies there mourning, and her spirit has gone to come. Please don't bury me on the lone prairie. Please don't bury me on the lone prairie. You can bury me in the east, you can bury me in the west. Please don't bury me on the lone prairie. My mother is dead and buried. My papa's forsaken me. No one here to love me. There's no one but Nell and me. Please don't bury me on the lone prairie. Please don't bury me on the lone prairie. You can bury me in the east, you can bury me in the west. Please don't bury me on the lone prairie. Please don't bury me on the lone prairie.
Yeah. I like that one.
You like it?
Yeah, that really is a good one.
That's an old one.
Yeah. We're in between here for a second. I've got to get another tape out of here.
Let's do that on that last old shovel. Old shovels laid down, and that last old shovel laid down. I stayed right there till it covered her away. that one?
Yeah.
That's something you don't see no more anymore. Any of those old grave diggers with
There
shovels.
was a lot of truth in that song, what he years
Need a
back.
backhoe shut off now.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Okay. Let me get right here.
It's got to be an old song with the tune of it and the words to it.
You ready to go with it here?
Yeah.
Give a history of that.
Here's a song called "When That Last Old Shovel's Laid Down." The same gentleman who wrote this song wrote over 1,000 songs, Alton Delmore. Oh, they buried her on top of the mountain house, weeping in the cold, cold ground. I stayed right there till it covered her over, till the last old shovel's laid down. When that last old shovel's laid down, laid down. When that last old shovel's laid down, I stayed right there till it covered her over, till the last old shovel's laid down. Oh, I think of her when it's stormy and raining on that mountain far away. I long to rest by the side of my darling. There'll be rest for me on that day. When that last old shovel laid down, laid down. When that last old shovel laid down, I stayed right there and I cried and I cried till the last old shovel laid down. Oh, bury me where my sweetheart is sleeping on that mountain far away. I long to rest by the side of my darling. There'll be rest for me on that day. When that last old shovel laid down, laid down. When that last old shovel laid down, I long to rest by the side of my darling. There'll be rest for me on that day. There'll be rest for me on that day.
Okay, yep, that's a good one. I'm gonna switch tapes, we only got 3 minutes left on this. I wouldn't want it to run out in the middle of a tune here. Let me stop. Reverse real quick.
National Audio moved, didn't they? From their location?
Yeah, down on Olive. Now, you know where the old Chamber of Commerce, you know where the Woodruff Building is?
I'm not too
On
familiar.
St. Louis and Jefferson?
I know where they are.
All right, go, then behind it, north of it, used to be the Frisco Building here. That's, then there's Olive Street right there, and they're in the old, I can't remember what company, Harry Cooper or somebody used to be in a great big old building, right in the middle of that block there.
They're pretty big on them, on that tapes and stuff, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Do you ever have to clean the heads on that?
I haven't used this one enough to, in a long time, I never have done anything to this one.
That Blind Child, you ever heard that?
I don't know whether I have or not. I might have heard that. But
Oh,
that's
that's
all
an
right.
old one, that's an old one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Goes way back. Huh?
Let's do that one. That's a,
Okay.
Let me get myself set up here again. Okay. I think I'm about
There's a song called The Blind Child. It's a song that goes back way in years. They made a statement that it's about 100 years old, 130 back in the 30s. Called The Blind Child. They tell me, Father, that tonight you wed another bride, and that you clasp her in your arms, where my sweet mother died. Oh, Father, do not bid me come to meet your loving bride. I could not meet her in the room where my sweet mother died. You say her name is Nellie too, the name my mother bore. And do you think she loved me true as the one you loved before? And will her steps be soft and low, her voice be sweet and mild? And do you think she loved me true, your blind and helpless child? Her picture hangs upon the wall, her books are lying there, her voice still rings throughout the room, and there's a vacant chair. He turned away to leave the room. A joyful cry was given. He turned to see her last sweet smile. His blind child was in heaven. They buried her by her mother's side and placed a marble there. And high above these dear sweet words, there be no blind ones there.
Yeah, I've heard that one a long time ago, though.
Yeah,
Now, when you finish, don't damp it. I mean, just let it ring for a second
yeah,
instead of chopping it off there.
yeah, okay. Just let her ring.
Yeah, and then I'll.
I never sung that Let the Mermaids Flirt with Me yet, have I?
Never what?
Let the Mermaids Flirt with Me.
I haven't heard that one. That's a new one.
I use this little cough drop here a little bit. I haven't sung that Kentucky in the Morning either.
A lot of things you haven't sung.
Kentucky. You know, Kentucky, there's more songs wrote about Kentucky than any other state.
Let's see, what's your guitar? Is it D8?
D28 Herringbone.
What year, probably?
Well, that's about 7 or 8 years old, isn't it?
Okay,
In the 90s.
90s. What's yours then?
Mine is an 82, Herringbone 28.
Good sounding instruments.
The Herringbone has a reason why I chose. Well, I first bought this one. He played it for years, and then he found this one. And the Herringbone has scallop bracing in the top, and the cross beam here, the crosshair that comes back behind the hole here. They scallop the bracing where it gives the top a little more deeper tone and resonates better.
Yeah.
Are you ready to do that?
Oh, we're doing.
All did you only hear that they change the songs? Mermaids Flirt with Me.
Okay, wait, okay. Okay.
Here's a song entitled Let the Mermaids Flirt with Me. Blues all on the ocean, blues all in the air. Can't stay here no longer, got no steamboat there. When my earthly trials are over, cast my body into the sea. Say the undertaker build that the mermaids flirt with me. My wife just up and left me. Her face I'll see no more. I wanna see her face alone as I swim the deep blue sea. When my earthly trials are over, cast my body into the sea. Say the undertaker built that mermaid flirt with me. Get no enjoyment out of working, peace I have no more. The only reason I work at all, keep the wolves from my door. When my earthly trials are over, cast my body in the sea. Say the undertaker built that mermaid flirt with me. Say the undertaker built that the mermaids flirt with me.
That's a good one. I've never heard that one for sure.
Yeah.
No.
It's just a new one to you, ain't it?
Yeah, well, most of these are new ones to me.
Yeah. Do you know that the angels lead him away?
I don't think so.
I think I'll do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. Do a different one next. Do it a little faster.
Oh, yeah.
Then we'll do that one. Do Matchbox Blues.
Matchbox Blues. Is that what you said?
Yeah. You've heard that one, ain't you?
I may have.
Do you do that in D or is what key was?
G.
G?
Where'd you learn the Matchbox Blues from? Is that down on
Well, that's no. I think that's I can't. North Carolina. What's that group? Maynard Mountaineers.
Oh, yeah, Wade Maynard.
What was it? Just separate them two blues songs. Yep.
Okay.
Here's a song called the Matchbox Blues. Well, I'm standing here wondering if a matchbox will hold my clothes. I'm standing here wondering if a matchbox will hold my clothes. When I leave this town, only to kiss the road. There's a bullet in the head jumping against his chain. There's a bullet in the head jumping against his chain. Got a long-tongued woman doing me the same. I'm going towards the river, I'm gonna leave this town. I'm going towards the river, I'm gonna leave this town. Don't look for me, cause I won't be around. I'm standing here wanting every matchbox to hold my crew. I'm standing here wanting every matchbox to hold my crew. When I leave this town, I won't eat a suitcase of no. If the train don't run, I won't have to catch a ride. If the train don't run, I won't have to catch a ride. There's a mule in the back and he's already turned. I'm standing here wondering if the matchbox will hold my crew. I'm standing here wondering if the matchbox will hold my crew. When I leave this town, I won't eat a suitcase of no. When I leave this town, I won't eat a suitcase of no.
Yeah. Shoot, I just sitting there thinking, if this is back in the days of KWTO, he'd be on it. You're as good a singer as I had an aunt that was on KWTO. In fact, she toured with the Weaver Brothers and Elvira for about 3 years. But I grew up listening to it, and you're as good a singer as a lot of those people I had on there. But I'm afraid those days are gone. That's like saying you'd be a real successful carriage maker. You know, I mean, it's all over with now.
Yeah.
Well, what you got next year? I thought we'd go maybe till 2 o'clock. Is that okay?
Yeah.
That could be all right? 'Cause then I'd
I'm gonna
rather
do
head
this
on
in
home.
E.
Great.
Okay.
What you got next?
The angels laid him away.
Angel Lays Away.
Okay, now wait.
Wait just a minute here.
Yeah, will we do that, Eddie? Here's a song entitled, "What the Angels Laid Him Away." Miss Garland's me, Miss Garland's more. See your son leaving home, and the angels laid him away. And the angels laid him away. Laid him under 6 feet of clay, and the angels laid him away. Colin shot 1, Earl shot 2, shot poor Colin through and through, and the angels laid him away. And the angels laid him away. They laid him under 6 feet of clay, and the angels laid him away. Kind friend, you know that it's hard. See poor Lewis in a lonely graveyard, and the angels laid him away. And the angels laid him away. dressed in red, and the angels laid him away. And the angels laid him away. They laid him under 6 feet of clay, and the angels laid him away.
Hey, that sounded good.
I like that song. You know?
I do too. I like that backup too on that thing.
That song used to give me happy tears when he sung it a few times. You know.
Oh, that sounded good.
That's why they call them the angels, because they showed so much respect, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh, Wade Maynard and his sister-in-law and sister, I think, in Chapel Hill one time when I was there about 10 years ago. They were still singing
Are they
pretty
still
good.
alive, Wade Manor?
I think he still is. They sing Maple on the Hill, which is one of their big, big hits, you know.
Mm-hmm. They're getting up there.
Oh, yeah, well, he was up there 10 years ago, so he's...
Carl Story, you know, he did a lot. I met him one time. He passed away. Carl did a lot of songs.
Mhm.
Well, what you want to do? You got
right in the wrong way. And you know I like this song here because I told my brother-in-law that I said there's an opposite of everything on this old earth. He said, you know, I never thought of it that way before. And this song is called There's a Right and a Wrong Way, and that means Christians and non-Christians. It's the opposite of that.
tell where you learned this one from.
Wait a minute here, let's go. Here, I'm not ready yet.
I don't know exactly where.
But tell about your brother-in-law, though, again.
Huh?
Just tell what you just told me.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
You know, I told my brother-in-law one time, I said, there's an opposite of everything on this old earth. And he said, you know, I didn't think of it in that way. But here's a song. There's an opposite here, too. There's a right and a wrong way. There's a right and a wrong way to press along, and the right way you must take. If you want a friend at the journey's end, on that dead, on that great big day, never stop or wait lest you be too late to inherit the golden crown. You must walk each day in the gospel way, let the works of God be found. Never do good deeds for the praise of them, giving though that they might see. But in secret give and in secret praise, he rewards you openly. Never stop or wait lest you be too late to inherit the golden crown. You must walk each day in the gospel way, and the works of God be found.
That's what I always have to watch when we're recording it. Somebody doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
What else you got here?
We heard a few of those.
It's these there, ain't it?
When I was doing that field recording, I took a little rug with me, and I'd slip it under their feet. Well, I had somebody, I forgot, I mean, they were just, really got carried away, you know, and the rug didn't really help that much.
Yeah.
But see, that one I gave you, that's volume 1, there's gonna be two more CDs. We recorded about 35. I recorded most of them, which I already love. It's like that, I love doing this, and that was fun to, that meant more, you know, I knew most of these people. In fact, I was at least acquainted with most of them, you know, but I really enjoyed it. We just had a good time. And we used about 31 of the 35. The others were, a couple of them were just too frail to really. In fact, two of them have passed away since I did it about 2 years.
Do this, the field will turn brown, I guess. I don't hear nobody sing that but me, so I just
Say, tell about it.
give these. Here's a song called The Fields Will Turn Brown. I left my old home in this world's ramble. My mother and dad said, son, don't go wrong. Remember that God will always watch over you, and we will be waiting for you here at home. Son, don't go astray, was what they both told me. Remember that love forgotten be found, and now they've all gone. This letter just told me many years have gone by, and the fields have turned brown. For many long years I traveled in sorrow, not thinking of the time that I would return. Now as I go home and find no one waiting, the price I paid for living to learn. Son, don't go astray, was what people told me. Remember that love forgotten be found, and now they've both gone. This letter just told me many years have gone by, and the fields have turned brown. Many years have gone by, and the fields have turned brown.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Well, this is 27. You want to try and slip up to 30 if we can make it? We do that at 2 o'clock. I don't want to wear you out. I don't want to get you worn out. Now, really, I'm serious.
Yeah.
I don't want to wear your voice out.
Yeah. His voice pretty strong.
It is. That's what my gosh.
Let me see here.
Stronger voice than I do.
Oh, well, I always wished I could have sung, but I never did. I'm just glad I'm able to second the fiddler.
Yeah.
I don't want your greenback dollar.
It's all right. We used to tour. We went to a lot of festivals with the from Little Rock. What was their brother's name? The Armstrong twins. Did you ever hear of them? They were contemporaries of the Blue Sky Boys.
Yeah.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, we used to tour with them 2 or 3 times. We were with them. This is one of their songs they sang a lot of.
Where'd you learn this from,
This
man?
one? Well, it was the Delmore Brothers.
They wrote it.
Yeah, I think so. Here's a song called I Don't Want Your Greenback Dollar. There used to be a lady who worked Kirby operator that requested me to sing that every time she was there. I don't want your greenback dollar. I don't want your watch and chain. All I want is you, my darling. Won't you take me back again? I was born in East Virginia, North Carolina, I did roam. There I met a fair young maiden, her age and name I do not know. I don't want no greenback dollar. I don't want your watch and chain. All I want is you, my darling. Won't you take me back again? Her hair dark and curly, and her cheeks were rosy red. On her breast she wore white lily. That's where I'm wrong to lay my head. I don't want your greenback dollar. I don't want your watch and chain. All I want is you, my darling. Won't you take me back again? Mama says we need not marry. Papa says it'll never do. But if you ever learn to love me, I will run away with you. I don't want your greenback dollar. I don't want your watch and chain. All I want is you, my darling. Won't you take me back again? Won't you take me back again?
Good version of that. Tell you, I saw 2 on there. One's called Uncle Lee's Got His Coon,
Yeah,
and the other one was Sleepy-Eyed John. You
yeah,
remember both those?
yeah.
Why don't you sing those 2, and then I want you 2 to sing 1 or 2 together, harmonize one together.
My finger's kind of getting sore.
I started to say, can you go 1 or 2 more? You
Yeah,
can
I'll probably
these
go
2?
2 more.
Okay, let's do those 2 then, if you can. Uncle Lee's got. I bet they are.
They're kind of getting sore a little bit. I don't know whether they wind up being real sore or not, but I don't
Well,
think
you want to quit?
I don't think they will.
You want to stop?
No, we'll do 2
Yeah.
more at least.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, if you want to, that Sleepy-Eyed John or Uncle Lee's Got His Coon, whichever.
Do that in A.
His voice is not getting, it's not breaking, and it's his fingers.
It's his fingers, yeah.
sleepy-eyed John, you better get your britches on. Way down yonder on Canaan Creek, without a fiddle for my back to see. Tune up my fiddle and a rustle my bow, play a little tune wherever I go. Sleepy-eyed John, I better get your britches on. Sleepy-eyed John, better tie your shoe. Sleepy-eyed John, I better get your britches on. Got to get that well, sleepy-eyed John stole the goose. Goose to kick, but he couldn't get loose. If John took the loose, better be still. Yes, there's apple candy. Sleepy-eyed John, I better get your britches on. Sleepy-eyed John, better tie your shoe. Sleepy-eyed John, I better get your britches on. Got to get that apple against the wall. Sleepy-eyed John had a wooden leg with nothing but a wooden peg. One shoe off and a one shoe on. Took a jump shovels and the cows come home. Sleepy-eyed John, I better get your britches on. Sleepy-eyed John, better tie your shoe. Sleepy-eyed John, got to get your britches on. Got to get a heaven for the devil's stew. Well, I had $20 to build a fence. Took my money and they ain't worked since. Stole my donkey and I stole my plow. Wouldn't take nothing from my journey now. Sleepy-eyed John, I better get your britches on. Sleepy-eyed John, better tie your shoe. Sleepy-eyed John, I better get your britches on. Got to get to heaven for the devil gets to you. Well, I got to get to heaven for the devil gets to you.
I heard you sing that at Mansfield.
Yeah.
Now, can you do Uncle Lee's Got His Coon?
Yeah.
And then we'll, before your fingers start bleeding, I will.
You do that in G.
I don't know.
And you know, I heard that song when I was a little kid. Here's the first.
Wait a minute. Okay.
I heard this. Uncle Lee's got the gun to go on when I was about 6 years old. It's time this song we're gonna do. I'm gonna do the verses I heard back then too. Uncle Lee's got the gun gone, gone on, Uncle Lee. Left us looking at the tree.
Start over again. Get your cough out.
Start again. Uncle Lee's got the gun and gone, gone on. Uncle Lee's got the gun and gone. Left us looking at the tree. What kind of silver do the angels wear? Riding through the air, gold and silver with shiny salt. Drop the niggers and the missionary gold. Uncle Lee's got the gun and gone on, gone on. Uncle Lee's got the gun and gone on. Left us looking at the tree. When I get to heaven, gonna string and show. Nobody there gonna turn me on. Tell St. Peter both to it. For Uncle Lee is coming with a gun. Uncle Lee's got the gun and gone, gone on. Uncle Lee's got the gun and gone on. Left us looking up a tree. Uncle Lee's got the gun and gone on, gone on. Uncle Lee's got the gun and gone on. Left us looking up a tree.
We'll do that again sometime. I've got it on here anyway. You think you both could sing one? You got enough left to sing one together?
Well, however you want to sing, I'll have that piano out.
You gonna sing?
Huh?
Same one, all harmonized, I think.
Mother of the Roses.
It's in it.
I know.
Now, sing that one.
I can see her there today. Mama always loved the roses. She's gone now where they never fade away. Someday I'll have Mama gather roses in that land of never ending day. On her grave always lays some roses. Like things down here, they always fade away. Someday I join Mama in a better land up yonder, where the roses never fade. Mama always loved the roses. She's gone now where they never fade away. Someday I'll let Mama gather roses in that land of never ending day. Someday I'll let Mama gather roses in that land of never ending day. Someone says that song is Mother of the Roses, and I've sung it at 30 or 40 funerals, and there's some still living here that want me to sing at their funerals. So
Yeah, that's a pretty, pretty song.
yeah.
Well, man, you really, I tell you, you're something else. You wonder why you're not getting hoarse. I couldn't have lasted half this long trying to sing.
It might be interfering a little bit, you know.
I'll drain you dry before the year's over now.
Yeah, do you think we need to quit?
Yeah, I think let you
Just
rest, and I need to be
about
heading
5
back
minutes to
too.
2.
By the time I take a couple of pictures, it's going to be 2 o'clock anyway here.
Yeah.
Well, needless to say, I really appreciate your doing this, and
That's a pretty song, that Mother of the Roses, and
that is really a beauty.
I was down there at Union Chapel. Doris Jarrett, she passed away. Jarrett wrote down her book, wanted me to sing Mother of the Roses. And her sister is down there, and her boys. And after it's all over with, they's getting in their car over there, from on the other side of me, and they holler over. I said, "You're gonna have to live quite a bit longer, so my mom wants that song sung at her funeral." She's still living, and I hope she keeps living too. She's down there at church Sunday.
Where do you go to church?
Well, we go to 2 different places. We go down here at the church on that tape, you know, a picture of it.
Mm.
That's the Union Chapel. It's about 2 mile, 3 mile down south on Little Creek Road.
On what creek road?
You go right down here and turn to the right and go down towards Little Creek.
Little Creek, okay.
Yeah. And I go over here at Pleasant Hill sometimes. Down there twice and over Pleasant Hill.
Well, they're lucky to have you.